What up, you guys? It is like 11 something in the night. I am toe up from the floor up as far as my makeup. It's okay. I've had a long day. I'm practically like I got my robe with me, dude. I was on my way to take a bath, actually, and I couldn't stop thinking about a conversation I had with someone that I absolutely adore today. And we were talking about how, well, this person mentioned how sometimes they pray inside of their head as opposed to praying out loud because demons are not like God. Demons can't like hear everything you're thinking. They don't know what you're thinking. They can only tell what's going on by what you like speak from your mouth, which is why the Bible talks to you about like your words. You know what I'm saying? And how you shouldn't just like say whatever, however, whenever. And it made me think about how the most important prayers that you have need to start becoming only present between you and God in your head. And what is one of the most common prayers people pray? One of the most common, prayers, I'm so tired. Excuse me, y'all, for not even having makeup on like that. I'm so sorry. But anyway, dude, I'm tired. Anyway, but one of the most common prayers people pray, if it's not money, it's about relationships. Most people pray for like a spouse, right? I want the love of my life I need. Please, God, send me this person, right? And the thing is, when you say that out loud, even if it's in a prayer, okay, demons hear that. And it's been brought to my attention that not all spouses are God sent. They're not heaven sent. A lot of you guys are in or have been in marriages, myself included, trust me, myself included, have been involved in marriages that you did pray for, but what showed up was Pet Cemetery. It wasn't from God. It was the other. I know that sounds creepy because it is eerie and creepy, but what showed up was the other. It was another version of what it is that you were heard praying for. You were heard praying for someone to love you, respect you, be kind, be God-fearing, or whatever your list was, okay? And when it arrived, yeah, it did arrive, but it wasn't exactly who you prayed for. It was this demon-filled version masquerading as what you prayed for. And that happened because you prayed for it out loud. Okay? Now, this is not me blaming you. It's not me blaming me. I'm saying going forward, let's keep our prayers between. That's why, in the Bible, it makes me sort of think about when he says, the secret place of the Most High. When you pray in secret. And I thought praying in secret meant finding like a closet, like a prayer closet or something like that. Praying away from people. No, 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 no. Praying in secret is praying sometimes in your heart or in your mind. If you can clear your mind enough from what demons are whispering in your ear and just focus that prayer to God secretly, so that literally only God knows what it is you're praying for. Because a lot of people end up married to demon-sent spouses, even though they got duped because they prayed openly aloud for a partner to come into their life. And this is where it gets really, really hard for a lot of people who are Christians. And even if you're not a Christian, most people that believe in marriage, the sanctity of a marriage, the sanctity of a union, right? Like that, the devil knows that people that believe in a marriage and monogamy and being in love with one person and dedicated to one person, right? He knows that once you make those vows, you are a ride or die person. And he does want you to die. And he'll use that fake spouse, that pseudo spouse, okay? That demon-filled flesh suit that was sent because of the out loud prayer of you asking for someone to come and love you, right? Properly. He knows that you will go to the ends of the earth for that person, even if it means suffering when you guys don't connect anymore. Like maybe you and your spouse just ain't feeling each other anymore. Maybe they cheated. Maybe anything happened, right, between you two, right? Maybe not enough is happening between you two, if you know what I'm saying, right? But he knows you will stay because you believe in sickness and in health, and for better and for worse. You believe to the grave, till death do us part. So you ain't gonna leave. And he knows he can use that fake spouse to destroy you, to make sure that they eat away at your spirit until you die, or until you get sick from cancer, or you get sick from something, until you contract something, until you have a heart attack, a stroke from stress, until anything. Anything can happen to you if you stick with someone that is eating away at you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, verbally, physically, all of those things, right? And the devil knows that people who are religious especially don't rely on your religion. I always say that. I don't care how Christian you are. Don't you go to Big Mama in church and tell her about that shitty spouse and let her tell you, oh baby, this is how it works, baby. You just lay back and pray for that man, and you just keep cooking, and you just stay silent, baby, and it'll all work out. You just wait on the Lord. No, bitch. No, Big Mama, bitch. I don't have to wait on nobody for something that God never sent. Okay? This was not God sent. This was demon sent, demon filled. It is a fake. It is imposter. What did that do? What did Gomez Adams say? Impostore, right? When he thought Fester was fake, he was like, "That ain't my brother, bruh. That's not him. That's an imposter over there." That is what the devil sent you because he heard you praying for a kingdom spouse. So I just wanted to touch base tonight. It is a full ass moon. And damn it, I'm not going to let y'all stay married to a fucking werewolf. Okay? I've been married to a damn werewolf. I've been married to Dr. Jekyll. Okay? I've been literally married to Dr. Jekyll. Alright? Didn't know who the hell I was going to come into the house to. Didn't know whenever the key turned in the door who was walking through it. But I know now that that was not who I prayed for. It was who the devil sent to pretend to be who I prayed for. And who I prayed for is not what I got. Pay attention to the words I use. I said who I prayed for is not what I got. Who is a person? What could be anything? And I got a what? Demon. Okay? So if you are in a marriage, okay, and you are hanging on to that bullshit, thinking because of your religion, I'm just going to write it out because that's what you're supposed to do. No, it is not what you're supposed to do. God does not do that. God does not send you something that's going to ache your soul. Okay? God sends you what God sends you. When you pray, after you get rid of that bullshit, and you will get rid of that bullshit. When you pray in the secret place of the Most High. You pray secretly to God. You pray with your heart. Don't you pray with your words when it comes to a spouse. The next time you pray, once you get rid of that trash that Satan sent you, your ass pray in your heart, not out loud, okay? That's just a little jewel. I'm about to take a bath. I'm super tired, but it's okay. I had a great day. I went to a Japanese market, got a bunch of cool Japanese foods, and cooked them for my kids while we watched Ponyo. Ponyo. what is his name? A Hayao Miyazaki film. So yeah, loved it. And anyway, yeah. But a lot of you guys out there needed to hear that it's okay to leave. It's okay to leave. You are not meant to be tied. You are not bound to what the devil sent you. That spouse that you married was not sent to you by God, and therefore it's not blessed by God. That marriage is fake. It's not even real. It might be real on paper, but in the kingdom, it's not real. It is null and void. It was never supposed to be in the first place. You get out of that, and you get out of it with a clear conscience, and you get out of it in silence, and you get out of that with God. You talk to God about it in your heart, not your mouth, right? And you go head on, and you pray in your heart for that kingdom spouse, and you shall receive. Anyway, I love you guys, and yeah, someone needed to know it's okay to go head on, to go. Because this was never for you. This was not sent by God. Anyway, I love you guys, and happy full moon. I'm about to take a bath. All right, bye.